Are you kidding me? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, so I can't hear you. I've been muted this whole time. I don't believe this. Technical difficulties everywhere. Let me see. I gotta make sure my mic is set to audio toner. Good. Let's see. We are waiting, and of course, we are back for a new one. Waiting on Eric. We got some guests. Of course, they're on the couch. Gonna be talking about the Minnesota trip. His mic is not working. Oh no. Christ. I don't know what to do. Let's see. This is via private chat. Let's see.
It's 1-2.
There we go. There we go.
All right, finally.
Oh boy. Okay, we're back. Don't you just love when there's a live thing?
I haven't been on this laptop in months.
What?
Yeah.
Christ. Wait, we did an episode in June though.
I forgot about that.
And there goes my seat. Son of a bitch. If it's not one thing, it's the other. We got two guests with us. My sister Tasha is here, and so is my niece, the freshman, the crony, John Elisa.
Did you throw pennies?
No, I didn't throw pennies. She's like, what? See, I need another camera over here, just like aimed at her, because she's just like on her phone. Yeah, it was a fun trip this time around. Almost creamed by a semi. Look at. Would you just come over here? Why not? Because you have a bonnet on? All right, let me do this real quick. I'm gonna copy this onto our Instagram so people can see it, and our actual page. We are live right now with some technical difficulties, of course, but we're good right now. We're running. Yeah, it was a fun trip.
Yeah, I've been working 6 days a week, 10 hours a day.
I know.
So fun.
I've been working on of course the whole Kindle Vella thing. Yeah. New episode this Wednesday. I have to really get to it. Of course, QR code there. I had to get back to it because I'm coming down to the nitty gritty of all the things that I already wrote down and put on there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's come a long way. It's amazing. Let me see. I gotta put this. Oh, son of a. All right. This is how we handle this. Paste. Live. And done. There we go. That's done. Here we go. We're going to get into a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff to do because we have like 2 weeks, 3 weeks worth of stuff. It ain't that much. I filtered shit and put it on Instagram, whatever we didn't go through.
Right.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, that's no, we ain't talking about all this. Let's see, switch, and yeah, we got that. We got some movie stuff, of course. Some of the stuff ended up getting dashed already, but you know, it's good to really talk about it anyway. Such as Illumination might be doing Legend of Zelda.
That's iffy.
It is. I said they got to. I said they got to take very care with this. It has to be on the level of Fellowship of the Ring. It cannot
Well,
be on the level of Minions.
like honestly, I would have preferred DreamWorks to do it.
It would be better at DreamWorks. All right, now we're set. So if you don't see it, it's on the link. This will also be available on Spotify for podcasters, all that stuff. But let's get into it. The real quick, the Minnesota trip. It was fun. Nice little room.
Mm.
My niece Myra, she filled the fucking room up with the smell of fried chicken.
What's the smell of what?
Fried chicken. Like I brought
Oh.
all of them there. Like the last day,
Mm.
the only one that didn't show up was Seneca because he was doing his own thing. And I'm just like, I'm out here the one time. But it was great seeing all of them again. God, grandnieces and grandnephews, man. I did get one picture. My niece Myra and John Elisa, they were cooking in the little kitchenette area. I sent it to my mom because you could see Myra's youngest, little Myra, just crawling towards the kitchenette area. And I'm like, I got 3 cooks. And yeah, it was a fun time. It was that was a nice hotel, better than Marriott.
Mm. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I recommend residents in there. They're very good. And yeah, it was a very fun time, nice and peaceful. The graduation, which we could talk about. Yes, we're talking about it. The graduation, man. I want to give these kids a break because they're just kids.
Yeah. We didn't get breaks when we were kids.
They fucked up Man in the Mirror.
Oh.
I gotta send you the picture of me and my niece Esther. Like we were both like, like we wanted to laugh out loud, but we're like, these are kids. We can't do this. This will hurt their souls. Let's just cringe a little. So we were basically dying of cringe.
I would have walked out.
Oh God. Oh. What? Why do you think we just cringe? Like, even John Lisa was like, I don't know these people. But she was dressed to the nines. I was like, damn, I didn't dress like that. Like, I didn't have like a big ass like 3-piece suit. She had a dress on, did her hair, all that. I'm like, I had like a dress shirt, maybe some slacks. I was like, fuck this place.
Your mindset was like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm like, I got a PSP out the deal. Let's go. But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, let's jump right. Oh, you know what? There's a bunch of news that happened. Of course, I think you saw it. The attempted coup in Russia. They got stopped with a deal. And of course, the all the memes from the Titan compressing and killing 5 billionaires.
Well, they wanted a sequel to Titanic. Well, there you go.
We all died in a homie submarine. Homie submarine. Homie submarine.
Honestly, I think the whole thing was staged.
You know what? It'd be funny if it was, but you know what? They all turned into dude smoothies because that compression. All they found was like their feet at the bottom of the bed, like near the fucking thing, near the Titanic. And the one thing that did survive was the controller. Yes.
But we have controllers that break when you throw them against the wall.
Ain't that some shit? Logitech has the new enemy of Nokia. But yeah, it was. I'm definitely going to hell for all the memes I shared and liked. What was that? She looking at memes now. What the fuck? But let's see what else we got. Okay, so let's get to movie news. This 2-pronged strike that's gonna get put. The kibosh are gonna get put on that. Because SAG-AFTRA, they're looking at the same deal that they gave the Directors Guild, which the Directors Guild signed on for. So yeah, it's the only Writers Guild, so we're suffering. These two.
We are doing a show.
Yeah, we're doing a show. Come on. Ah, you. Ah, I saw that. She got me. You guys can jump in, you know. We're talking. Come on. All right, so let's talk about the illumination thing. We talked just a little bit about it because that strike, it's it's gonna be writers only, so we're gonna be suffering, but not so much. We got all this other shit. So illumination, like this already got the kibosh put on. Like even the guys at illumination were like, nah, we're not doing that. But if they did, Legend of Zelda, that is one property that you have to be very careful with. You cannot make it funny, overly funny, like they did Mario Brothers. You have to make it epic.
Yeah.
It has to be taken care of like The Hobbit,
And the
or
scenery has to be to the T.
yeah, it has to be like The Hobbit or Fellowship of the Ring. Like that's what it's on level with. That's one that I would love to see done. Like that would be great to see. You get to see Link talk if he does, but you know what?
No.
They would do the thing from the fucking cartoon. Well, excuse me, princess.
First
I
of all,
would,
that wasn't a cartoon. That was a game for like
no, that was
some
the
kind
show.
of pointer thing.
That was the show because I know what the one you're talking about. The little 3DO thing. That one was where he goes. Great, I'll go get my stuff. That I remember that. There was a show where he would do that shit though. It was so fucking stupid. Oh my god! But yeah, they have to handle it nicely. Like once they actually say, "Oh yeah, we are doing it," but it's gonna
No,
be.
they're probably gonna fuck it up like they did with Doomslayer and all that.
It still makes $1 billion though. I'm like, how dare you? Like I'll finally feel how a lot of people felt when Jurassic World lost. When Jurassic World was it Lost Kingdom or Fallen Kingdom made $1 billion, or how Jurassic World Dominion made $1 billion. Like why? Why'd y'all make this make $1 billion? Like that's how I'll be about it. But oh, Blood Meridian, of course. We talked about that with QB, kind
Mhm.
of. We talked about it kind of. Uh so we were talking about the movie. The movie was already getting ready to be made. We already had announced the whole thing with Cormac McCarthy was going to do the script.
Mhm.
He died a
Yep.
week after that.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, that's twice that this fucking movie has had someone die over the fucking script. Oh, it took out its own creator.
My screen's not frozen, right?
No. It's
Okay.
mine.
No, because mine on my screen, the little screen on the top left is frozen.
Oh no. See, I need another camera because these two, they're just here. They're just audience members now, not even guests. Need a camera and some mics. But let's see.
Soon.
Yeah, soon. I got all listed out. But we got another. But that was the thing, and I already made a meme about it. I said I know for a fact Taylor Sheridan about to give us fire if he gets tapped to write Blood Meridian, because that'd be great. Just have him do it. Because 1883, I watched an episode yesterday. I'm like, yeah, this guy needs to do it. He needs to do it because that shit's brutal. Like, dude was shotgunning bandits left and right. I'm like, damn.
Well, yeah, it should be brutal for the year it is.
Yeah. It's going to be spicy.
Why is it spicy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be like that. Especially with, already having read it twice. I'm like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of N-bombs in this, isn't there? I'm like, ouch. Ouch. I get it, but ouch.
Like, I get it's like historical and all that, but
Ow.
it's
Ow.
still uncomfortable.
Damn, why'd he call it an Indian that? Ow. And we have another we called it moment. I'm gonna have the little button ready. Uh, we were talked about Hocus Pocus 2, and we're like, oh yeah, it sets up for a 3. Guess what? 3's already in production. We knew that was coming. We knew it.
Mhm.
They
It took
set it
them
up.
how long to make a sequel?
Yeah. But at least now, because of Disney Plus, it won't be that long for a third one.
I know, but I'm just saying they're making up time for all the years we've been waiting.
How funny would that be? Like, oh yeah, 3's done. 4 is already on the thing. They're like, okay, we gotta get them all done before Bette Midler dies. And she's like, yeah, this is the only thing I got. All right, let's see. We're gonna try to get this energy going because we got some other stuff. I did not get to see the Flash, even though someone leaked it on Twitter. That's a hero right there. I salute them. But the Flash was released last week, and it's getting average to middling reviews. It bombed. It fucking bombed.
Really?
Yeah. And that's one of those things where it's like, why did it fail? Like, I was like, I don't know, maybe because y'all were doing like 5 fucking screenings at a time, free for the fans. There was one here over at River West downtown. You could go see it for free.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and they're like, "Whoa, you just got to give us a great review." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I could see like 1, 2 free screenings. Like Sasha Kaye show up at one of them, Michael Keaton show up at another, something like that. What they would do.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 10 screenings all throughout the country. And also the fact, Ezra Miller, they were being a GTA character. We've been talking about all of their charges. Oh my god.
I bet there's more that they're not telling us, though.
Oh my god. Ezra Miller beat the shit out of a Godzilla character. Oh my god. But there's also a lot of stuff because it went through like 5 directors. Rick Famuyiwa, was it Lord and Taylor, it was one of those guys, the ones that did the Lego movie, and they're doing the best thing ever, the Spider-Verse movies. Like, they've gone through so many people. Robert Zemeckis was supposed to be in the Flash at one point. Ezra Miller was writing the script with Tom Taylor. So there was a lot to it. There was so much that was going on with this. It wasn't just that, oh, Ezra Miller's a criminal. Not just that. It was so much to this.
Watch Zack Snyder remake this film and it'll be better.
You said it, not me.
You know it's gonna happen.
Well, that was the thing. A lot of people were saying like Rick Famuyiwa's script was actually a better Flash movie. And from what I saw, like I already have it on my thing. Like Captain Cold and his sister were the villains. Cyborg was going to help Flash. Captain Cold's sister dies, so he's basically set up for Justice League 2. There was a lot of police corruption in it, and those guys get exposed. And it's all, the Flash controlling his powers, the blue turning into gold. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a better fucking movie already. It's not convoluted. It don't sound like it's Flashpoint from another director's eye. I'm like, damn, that sucks that we lost that. But what I saw from it, like I already saw, like they leaked one thing, and I had read the script for this Superman movie when I was in college. Superman Lives by Kevin Smith with Nicolas Cage as Superman. They had Nicolas Cage in there, like CGI Nicolas Cage fighting Spider Brainiac. And I was like, oh my god, they actually did it. It works.
That would have been something.
It was great. The one thing that really killed it, though, and because I saw it, was they had the CGI version of Henry Cavill in there. And it was the scene where Flash is basically getting attacked by him in CSJL. And I was like, you couldn't just like have him in there? Found out like there's 3 endings to the fucking movie. They go with George Clooney being Batman. Yeah. Yeah. I know how you feel about that. That's how I felt. I'm like, God damn it.
I wonder if they're ever gonna make a Spider-Man movie. You remember in the comic series where Spider-Man was just made of spiders?
Oh yeah, spiders, man. I think he made an appearance in the last Spider-Man movie here. Across the Spider-Verse. I think they made an appearance there. Oh god. See, I still got to see that, but I saw all those cameos, and there was one scene in that in Across the Spider Verse, and it's one like everyone shared when they introduce Miguel O'Hara, and I'm like, so you're telling me this guy could have showed up in No Way Home? That's how I thought.
He was probably drunk that day.
Damn Spider-Mans. Oh god. Okay, so we also got some new trailers. You probably saw the trailer for Craven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks so good. It looks badass. Like I saw the Red Band trailer. Like this is the one that they decided to turn rated R. What the fuck? Like Venom was right there. Venom was right there.
I know. You're so close.
So close. It looks good. People were pissed about it because he ends up with lion blood in him. And I'm like, well, it's better than a potion.
Yeah.
But I saw the trailer for a new animated movie coming out, something that was close to me because of last year. Babylon 5: The Road Home.
Really?
Yeah, they got most of the cast back. You know, most of the other half of the cast, most of them have died. Mira Furlan, she died of the West Nile virus.
Violets.
There we go, another shirt. Virus. Oh my god.
So now we got Hippity Dippity and Violets.
Violence. Mistle.
Oh, yeah.
Martin Scorsese. But they, Mira Furlan, she died of West Nile virus. Jerry Doyle died in his sleep, I think, due to complications of alcohol poisoning or something like that.
Mm.
O'Hare, he died of, I want to say he died of liver cancer as well. A lot of them passed away. Of course, Andreas Katsoulis, who plays, what the hell was the character name? Jakar. He died of lung cancer.
If you ever forget the character's name, just think of Jafar. But
Yeah.
with a T.
He did act like Jafar like first 2 episodes of the show. All sinister and shit, but then he's actually the nice guy. But this looks good. They got most of the people in there. Bruce Boxleitner is back as Sheridan. And the whole thing about it, like they're going with the whole War Without End storyline, where basically because he didn't wear the suit, he was getting sucked through time from like past and present and future. So he saw the future, what's going to happen. He's in different multiverse lines because this damn generator on the Minbari planet, it's powered by tachyons. He's like, oh shit, and he gets sucked through the timeline. So there's one timeline he's in where he's dealing with the shadows. He's on Centauri Prime with Ivanova and Londo, and the Vorlons are about to destroy the Centauri Prime because the shadows were there. It looked good. It looks very well done.
Well,
And
I just, like I said before, with every trailer that we see or talk about, usually when the trailer's good, the movie's shit. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
I hope so too, but the one thing that actually has me hopeful, even more so, is because J. Michael Straczynski, who has created the whole Babylon 5 series, he's the main writer on this.
Okay.
So he's like, he's like, oh yeah, it's perfect, and I think it's supposed to set up the reboot that they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, the reboot is supposed to be one of those great things. Like it's gonna be like the recent Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be dark, and I'm just going, okay, well, I'm down for that. Just make sure Londo is a sassy bastard like he is.
I'm just saying our version of dark is more darker than their version usually.
Yeah, we are fucking. Some of the shit I write is grim. Just wait until book 2. Let me put it on real quick because I got the QR code again. I think we're doing fine when it comes to restream because they already not restream Twitch because they have that new thing. You support S-TierCast through Anchor or Spotify for podcasters. We have a thing set up for that where you can donate, and that is on the QR code there, and it's
There
also
you go. Now you're getting used to it now.
yeah, and it's also on our actual Spotify for podcasters link if you're listening, so you can donate just a pittance if you want. That adds up. But
Just a penny, sir.
yeah, just a penny. But yeah, so we're gonna continue. We got one more thing. Netflix. Netflix has a pop-up restaurant coming called Netflix Bites.
I honestly want to see what they have on their menu.
Yeah, I would love to see that, but I heard that if you share the food, you get charged extra. It's like passwords. People have been making that joke the whole fucking time on Twitter. I'm like, damn, why didn't I think of that? I just put, they ain't gonna give you any movies with it, are you? You order it and it's just a code.
Here's
Here,
your virtual dinner.
yeah, here's your virtual dinner that your avatar that you haven't made is gonna eat. But I want to eat it now. We don't believe in physical things.
What is food?
Food? I had never heard of such a concept. Just it's like imaginary stuff, like Hook. Pretend it's on a plate. Oh, that scene is just playing in your head now, isn't it? Everybody say grace. Bless this, oh Lord. Grace!
Like I'm honestly, but all jokes aside, I'm honestly like excited to see their menu because what are they going to do? Are they going to do like themes from a show from Netflix, like the Upside Down Burger or something?
Yeah, that would be something like each meal is like each dish is like inspired by one of their properties. Hopefully the properties that are still going and not the ones that are canceled.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody wants a what is it? The child
the,
molesting
the
movie.
the cuties pie.
Yeah, the Cuties Burger.
Well, we know which one person would have that. Oh shit. He's gonna hear that.
Oh,
And
what
not
you
laugh.
gonna do? Cry?
Yeah, pontificate the whole fucking time. Like I saw his I saw Sneeko's thing when he watched Meat Canyon's video. And I'm like, dude, it's a joke. Just laugh. He's pontificating. Like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Blah, 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 blah. He's probably some fat guy. I'm like, who gives a shit? Just laugh.
Right? And
Laugh.
why are you defending a child predator?
Oh my God. That was the thing about it that killed me. I'm like, dude, just stop. Like, everyone's told him to stop. He ain't stopping. He ain't stopping until he's so obscure he's under the rock. I don't know why that just turned into a Sneeko rant, but let's go on.
I'm just gonna say this. Maybe he's a child predator as well, so we gotta watch out for that guy.
Well, we know he's a cuck.
Well, he's damn near close to it then.
Let's get to gaming news. That was fucking perfect. Oh boy. All right. So okay. So before going to Minnesota, I finished Atomic Heart.
Ah,
I got both endings, and God, it was a good game. This review comes right after they just put out the expansion. So there's more enemies. I think they're going to do another expansion, have the actual polymer zombie enemies that you saw like in the very first trailer way back in 2017. But as it stands, it was good. It was quite the experience. Now, it's nowhere near as good as say BioShock, but gives a shit. Like, they're different games in their own ways
Yeah, I was
because
gonna say, how can you compare those two things? They're completely different.
yeah, like they're like this, it has a lot of similarities with like the combat, but you're not fighting splicers or the the other group from Infinite. You're not fighting the
Mhm.
Vox Populi or Comstocks people. You're fighting robots, and they're fucking vicious. Jesus Christ. It's very cool. The upgrading system was cool. I played twice. The second playthrough, I went through all the training grounds and all that, which was actually pretty fun. I wasn't even pissed when I died at one area. I'm just like, all right, I'm going to sleep. That was it. Maybe I'll get it in the morning. Then I got it in the morning. But that's how you get your upgrades for your weapons and all that. Like each of these little robots has them. That's on these chests, and once you finish it, it's like the coolest thing ever. Makes the weapons easier, for the enemies and all that. Again, the Pliouche is probably the scariest fucking thing I've seen. Like it's polymer, and it's known as like it's a vine monster that has the brain of a dog.
Mm.
Yeah, it's horrifying. It's
So it
polymer.
could be trained.
Yeah, and that was the one thing that they were trying to do with it. Like they were trying to make it where it's like a search dog, basically,
Mm-hmm.
that can fight more than just bite people and scratch them. Like actually beat the hell out of people and just rip them apart. It was a cool little concept with that. I think they're trying to set up for either like an expansion, which is for that's like a sequel, or they're trying to set up an actual sequel. But I got the first time I beat it, I fought the twins, and you find out the glove that you have, Charles, he's actually one of the head scientists of that place. He basically he basically dissolved his own body and put his conscience in the polymer.
What?
Yeah. And he's like a little polymer slug, and he goes into the main red polymer that we talked
Mhm.
about last time. He goes in the main red one, and he kills Sechenov, who you think he's the bad guy, but nah, he's not really the bad guy. Charles is. Cheriton, his actual name is. He's the main one, and goes into polymer and becomes human again. Like he's a human body and all that. And he kills Sechenov. Like he dissolves him with the polymer as well. And you think, okay, yeah, what's gonna happen next? Oh yeah, P3's dead. I was like, what? How? You just tased him. Like that's what got me. But he isn't dead. He's just like unconscious because he's back in his own like weird
Mhm.
reality. And the twins are actually they're both a copy of his wife that died. Yeah, it's so weird.
Mhm.
And then I went for this other ending, which is funny as hell.
What, does that end with like a disco party or something?
No, he just goes, you know what? I'm not gonna go kill Sechenov. I think you all are using me. And he just looks at the glove, fuck you, pulls it out, throws it down, and stomps on it. He goes, I'm not dealing with this. I'm getting out of here. It was the funniest shit ever. Just goes on vacation after all this shit happens. Like it was very well done. It does it. I was expecting more, but again, they're gonna come out with more. I think once all of it's put out, like all the expansions and all that, I'll probably play through it again. My review will probably change, but so far it's like an 8 out of 10. Like I think we got a good trilogy out of this coming. I think depending on who else plays it, it's very cool. Munfish has been very interactive with the fans on Twitter about it. They hear what the fans want and they're going for it. This last expansion, they put New Game Plus on there, and people are always saying it's the hardest thing ever.
I'm still waiting for the collaboration with Cyberpunk.
How great would that
It
be?
kind of fits.
Just have polymer stuff happening in it. You just see the two robots from it just walk around the stuff. That's it. It's like finding Hideo Kojima in there, and then the bridge baby in one of the police stations. That was the coolest. Those were the coolest little cameos. Then there's Gladys in Cyberpunk. Yeah, it was good so far, but yeah, 8 out of 10. I loved it. I'm not gonna say I hated it, but you know, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. Like even the music was cool. Like there's a whole sequence when you're in this dance hall and you got to watch this ballet of this one of these robot ballerinas, and they got like it's one of those songs. I want to say I don't know what it's from, but you would know it. But they turned it into dubstep and rap, and it worked. It actually worked because during this ballet thing, you're fighting mutants. It was like 50 mutants. Like you're just shotgunning them, shooting them down, knocking their heads off. It was very well done. Great moment in there.
Watch you listen to the song more intensely, and it's just like Skrillex.
I know Alex Terrible, he did a song for it also. And where it's at, you're fighting two Pleucius. I was like, oh shit. It's the most metal moment, and it's in a morgue. I'm like, oh yeah, this fits.
I would just been like turning around and be like, nope, I'm done.
Oh, it's easy to fight a Pleucius though. You're just like their main weakness is just like melee weapons. So basically you're just swinging whatever melee weapon you have, just like get the fuck away, and that's it. The thing stops and starts howling like, okay, yep, beat your ass. It was funnier than shit. But yeah, it's very good. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, so Summer Games Fest. Some cool trailers. Nothing more.
Yeah, that's pretty much all.
Yeah. A lot of showcases happened over last week, 2 weeks ago. I already know what I'm gonna get. A lot of stuff coming next year.
That Final Fantasy game looks raw.
16? Oh yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, so yeah, Summer's Games Fest. It looks great. It was great. Cool thing to see. And the one thing about it, someone said like there were no women developers announced stuff. I'm like, yeah, of course. They're probably busy working on the shit now. What the fuck? Like, what do you think that the writer for Mass Effect 5 is going to come out there going like, hey, Mass Effect 5 is coming? No, she's busy writing it.
Yeah, it's not like the guy who's making Silent Hill game after game after game after game.
Oh, how fucked up would that be? Oh man, but we got some there was some new stuff about Alone in the Dark, I do believe. But I found out about it days before. Like they got two heavy hitter actors, David Harbour and Jodie Comer. They're both in it. That's it. I can't wait for it. That's cinema right there.
Cinema.
But oh yeah, Diablo 4 is out. I got it
so far.
Dude, I done got my ass beat so many times.
It can't be as hard as like Dark Souls or
No. It's more so like it's basically that mob shit. You get your ass beat by a whole army of things. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta get some mob control shit going with my druid. Like the only mob control I have is the poison crawler. And I got like 3 wolves.
See, if I played that game, I would be a necromancer because you could kill enemies and they could become like your ally.
Yeah. Like I one of my other my mutuals on Instagram, he became a necromancer on there too, and he's been rolling through it. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm trying to get to like werebear and where I'm like throwing rocks at people and shooting lightning.
Necromancer is like easy mode for that game.
Oh yeah. And I've seen some great builds for druids. Like my druid looks badass. I literally turned him into a meme.
It's like Cocaine Bear on
Like
steroids.
I actually had it like I've transmogged his whole look where he looks so badass, and I actually put I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. Litter again, I'll break your knees. I think I
Yeah, I
said that
know.
to you.
You said that to me in Twitter.
Oh god, I put on them like my druid's badass. Like I'm level 30. Like there are people like level 100 already. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a break. But yeah, it's great. The promotion for it, and I missed out on it because I was literally installing it. Megan Fox was roasting people that died in the game.
Why would you want that?
Oh, it's funnier than shit. Just have it like, oh yeah, where she just talking
Honestly,
shit.
I would
I'm like,
roast
yeah,
her for dating Machine Gun Cuck Kelly.
just see her roast your character, dying all the time, and you're just like this.
I would just ask her, like, so do you peg him for real, or is that just a myth?
Oh god. But it was so funny, and it was like there was some like she was eulogizing people dying. One guy got killed by an army of ghouls. She goes, "Death by ghouls. Sad way to go, but a good rock band name." I'm like, "Oh, you know what? That's actually a good."
Correction, it's a good punk band, not
Yeah,
rock. Idiot.
that's what she literally said. Rock band. I'm like, I'll let it slide, but yeah.
That or grunge.
Death by ghouls. But yeah, that was the promotion for it. It's good so far. Like I'm loving this. I love the story. And I kind of wish Blizzard actually decided to take the RPG route a little more, where you can choose to either side with Lilith or side with Mephisto, because Mephisto's in it. And I was like, didn't I kick your ass in number 2? I actually said that when I saw it. Like, didn't I kick your ass in number 2? Why are
The
you
one
here?
thing I hated is like, oh, our town is haunted by these ghouls. Help us. You do that. You do the mission. You're like, ah, finally, it's done. Oh, let's party. Oh, poison you, bitch.
Yeah, they were in on it. They were in on it. I was like, that's fucked up.
And then
I
it gives
actually
you
said
like
that.
quotes from like I don't know who, but like
Oh
seriously,
yeah,
I'm like, really?
it's from the
Yeah.
Herodrum. Yeah, that's all the end game stuff. I love that
The
opening.
opening was sick.
The opening was amazing. And I literally like someone already said like "Take Me Back to Eden" by Sleep Token fits that song perfectly. And I did the thing on Twitter on TikTok. I'm like,
Even
yeah, it
some Bring
does.
Me Horizon songs fit that opening scene.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one thing I was thinking about. Like even Bad Omens, their song "Death of Peace of Mind" fit perfectly as well. Like I put that on my stories a couple of times. But I was just like, man, I don't mind Halsey's song for this, but damn, they need to go with some metal bands because there's some good shit for these
Like
games. Like,
honestly, if they
damn,
got the
we need to
people
make
who
it
did
metal.
like Doom and Doom Eternal's soundtrack,
Woo. Yeah, Mick Gordon doing all of them. That'd be freaking great. Get Alex Terrible on some of them.
with the singer from Tool.
That's what I loved about that. Get Maynard to do it. He goes, I hate games, but this is good.
Honestly, when are they gonna make a movie?
For
Yeah.
Diablo, I have no idea. Like that's one thing that a lot of people would love to see. Like there's so much to Diablo as well. Like they would have to do it just right. And I'm like, it's easy. Just go with the main quest. Don't do no side quest story shit.
And honestly, all the
Just have it
movies
where they're
could be
out of
like
it.
2.5 hours long tops.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're dark epic. They are like not Game of Thrones, but what's another one that's there's another like there's a it's like Pathfinder meets Lord of the Rings with demons.
With a little bit of Evil Dead.
Yeah. And that was the thing about it that I was like, man, I can't wait for them to do a movie. But shoot, the cinematics alone, like you could just fill out the bridge apart, and bridge them together. Like
I
that's a
know
movie
a
right
lot of
there.
people do
Like
that
I
with some
showed.
of these games. They like cut out the gameplay and just put the
Oh yeah,
cutscenes in.
yeah. I showed Keisha 2 weeks ago the scene from Diablo 2 with Bale, the Lord of Destruction. It is one of the greatest scenes, and they had redid it, and it's so much better. Just uses his power and just blow up one person, and his army of demons just attack the
Now, what
castle.
about if they did a collaboration with Fable and Diablo?
Fable and Diablo as a oh my, we might actually see that if this merger goes through. That would be fucking nuts. Like the closest to it was 3 with the
Yeah,
crawler and those shadows. That was the closest we ever got to it. But yeah, Diablo 4, man, it's so
like
fucking good.
I don't
Like
know
yeah,
how they're gonna top this game.
well, I think what they're doing it by season. So once the main game is up, they'll probably do like an expansion here, an expansion there, and then when it's all done, it'll be like one big game. Like I don't know how they're gonna, yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it either because the way they're doing it is like Lilith is kind of a benevolent
Hmm.
demon in a way, and that's what gets me. I'm like, she's trying to save Pell. They should all be in the rock, and I'm like, oh wait, that's right.
She's
Someone
sort of
over
like Hellraiser in a way.
Yeah, she is like a Cenobite. She really is. And Narius, he is such a for an angel, he's so bitter. He's just like, I want to go back to heaven. I hate this fucking place. When you first meet him, I was just like, damn, he's just bitter. Why? It was so funny. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Shadows of the Damned is getting a remaster. I'll finally get to play that.
Hmm.
I saw some of it. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty suggestive. This is gonna be funny as shit. Let's see. Oh yeah, initial reaction. I've been playing Final Fantasy 16 as well. Like I took a break from Diablo.
Dude, I didn't know Kenny Omega did a voice for one of the characters.
Oh, I gotta find them now. I got. Let me see. I'm gonna pull this. Oh shit. I literally like 2 days before it came out. 2 days. I grabbed the deluxe edition
Oh shit!
and steelbook, of course. Steelbook. And a nice cloth map of the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, and dude, it's epic. Like I've been seeing a lot of controversy. They're saying, "Oh, it's not a real Final Fantasy game," blah blah blah. And I'm like, y'all said that about 15, 13, 13.2, 13.3. You said it about
A little bit of 7 too.
yeah, you said it about 7 when it first came out. Like, yeah, it's not turn-based, but it's action-packed. They have a lot of iconic characters in it. They have a Moogle in it. They have Chocobos. They have some of the iconic monsters that you fought. They have the Iron Giant, Araman. I think Behemoth is in this. And this is the
I
main summons
think he
from all of them.
appears, but I don't think he's one of like main characters.
Hmm?
I think he appears in the game, but I don't think he's one of the main characters. You know.
Nah, Behemoth's probably one of those. They have a thing where you have monsters that are wanted.
Hmm.
So it's probably gonna be a wanted monster. They have Curl that's in there. It's a big ass cat with fucking lightning bolts coming out his whiskers.
I wanted that as a pet for so long.
Like they've done some great work with this. I've gotten pretty far in it. I already made a meme. I sent it to you. One of the characters, Hugo Krupka or Kupka. You fight him. He
Mhm.
goes full on like super mode throughout the whole thing.
He went Super Saiyan.
He went Super Saiyan. And I beat his ass without even going Super Saiyan. He went full limit break and he got all these rocks coming out of him. It's a 2-level fight, and I was beating his ass. The cutscene after you beat him, like he still wants to fight you, and he literally tries to do that gorilla pound shit. Clive cuts his fucking hands off.
He must be part Irish.
I was like, yeah, damn, the way he cut him. He's like, And then you just see it like it's all slow motion. His hands slowly flowing away. He's
His
like,
hands are
"Ah!"
just going like this.
Yeah, they're like, ah. He's like, ah. He's so pissed. Like it was so.
How am I gonna open things now?
Oh, it's so funny. Am I not recording? I am not recording. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just do this. This
You
episode.
weren't recording the whole fucking time.
No, well, we're live. This episode will be only on YouTube. Fuck it. I'm so tired.
You don't know the meaning of tired.
Shit. I've been dealing with hay fever. Like my alarm goes off at like 6 a.m. and I just like wake up, turn it off, and go back to sleep.
At least you get to go back to sleep.
Yeah, but it's like NyQuil induced. I've been just taking NyQuil like crazy.
Oh, you want me to tuck you in, get you a nice warm glass of milk?
Oh my God. I knew that was coming. I just knew it. Somehow I knew it. Yeah. So far, I'm almost at the point where Ifrit will be fighting Titan.
Mm-hmm.
I've already fought Garuda. I fought Typhon. Typhon is a horrifying character. His dominant is a character called Ultima. He's the main bad guy, and oh my God, there's a lot of cool Final Fantasy villains. This one's fucking creepy. Like his eyes, they look sunken in and wrinkled and all that, and he looks just like a normal human being, but he's got 4 arms. He's so fucking creepy. Like he's super.
Honestly, I think that character appeared in Kingdom Hearts.
Might be. Might have. Like the eyes are so weird though. Like it almost looks like they're tubes with eyeballs in them.
Okay.
It's so weird. Such a weird character, and it's supposed to be like an other being or something like that. But it's very, very cool villain.
Mm.
But there's a lot of villains in this because they're all vying for power. That's the Game of Thrones aspect. This is the most violent one I've played.
Now, is Cloud in this one as well, or no?
No, this is its own thing.
Okay.
That's only 7.
Okay. Because he did make appearance in some of the games,
Ah!
if I'm correct.
Nah, in the Kingdom Hearts stuff, yeah, but not Final Fantasy. The only one that he was in was, of course, the main game, Final Fantasy. Of course, having children. He was in Crisis Core, but that was just like as an offshoot.
Mm.
But yeah, he's like that's his own thing. 7. This though, it's very good overall. Right now, it's a 9 out of 10 because there's some heavy hitting bosses. And like when you play, like let's say the turn-based ones, like 9 or 10, if you're facing a heavy hitting boss and you're not at a certain level, they kill your ass real quick. And it's game over. Heavy hitting boss in 16, like okay, I got a chance. I can dodge this, I can dodge that, and then you just beat them. You're just like, oh, thank God, that was hell.
And then another one appears. Surprise!
Oh, that's one thing I loved about this. Like, there's a character in there. What's her name? Damn it, Benedicta. She's the dominant of Garuda. Like you beat the shit out of her in her normal form. She goes limit break mode. It's a whole other ball game. She throws your dog into a tower. And it's just you versus her.
Dog.
And I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then you find out like the dog is alive. He's still fighting her.
How does a dog survive that?
They explain it when you're facing Hugo. He's a dominant also. He's the dominant of Fenrir.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what got me. I'm like, oh shit. Like they throw some great curveballs. It's so great. So yeah, 9 out of 10 so far. This is my initial reaction. I've already seen some other controversies. Like one guy's like, "Oh yeah, I can just use one button. That's it." I'm like, "You." And Twitter even said he's using this. This is only the prologue to the fucking game. He's using this type of thing, this type of thing. He's
There's
just
more
automatically
combos in
dodging.
this game than Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, they go like he's using this ring and that ring to make it where it's automatically dodging people. I'm like, yeah, I have that ring on right now too. I don't feel like dodging like that. I still end up pressing the damn dodge button.
It just
Yeah,
becomes a sixth sense in that game. You're like, da 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 da.
yeah. There's some great sequences. Like I've snapped so many pictures on the fucking PS5 of like all these great scenes. Like they have one scene in the beginning in the prologue where it's Titan versus Shiva, and there's like a massive army on both sides just attacking each other. And then they start fighting, and with their fight, they're changing the whole landscape. People dying left and right, getting smashed, getting frozen to death. I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is intense. Then they had one sequence where it was the Empire versus the kingdom of I forgot what. Oh, the kingdom of shit, Waloed and
Kingdom of Lude.
Waloed,
Oh,
Waloed,
I was like, what the fuck?
and it's Odin versus Bahamut, and they're fighting. I was just like, this is fucking nuts.
It's like Lord of the Rings on crack.
Oh my god, it's like Lord of the Rings meets Pacific Rim.
With a little bit of Godzilla.
Yeah. And it was so well done, and they had one of the actors from Willow was in it that plays one of the guards that ends up getting killed. He plays Sid, and he does such a good job as Sid.
That's so ironic.
He does such a good job as Sid, and it's sad what happens to him. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Would you say it's sadistic?
No, it's more damn, I don't know. It is sad what happens, but it's cool. It advances the story. The story so far is freaking great. And there was one thing I don't think we covered it. I was just like, who gives a shit? Um, they were complaining about this one having it where there were no people of color in it.
Oh,
After
yeah.
after seeing the story, I'm like, you know what? I think the people of color can sit.
We good.
Yeah, we can sit this one out. I don't think we want to.
We let you white people handle this.
Yeah. We're gonna sit this one out because the whole thing is about slavery. Also,
Mhm.
you have a group of people called the Branded. They all have the tattoo on their like chin and neck, like it's a continuous tattoo, because they can use magic without a crystal and all that, and everyone else has to use a fucking crystal.
Because they probably have the tattoos with the crystal in it.
No, that was the thing. Like, because they can be cut off and all that, but
Uh.
they're just like, well, there's one part in there. One lady, she finds out her baby can use magic without a crystal, and she's like, I had to get rid of it. It was a branded. I had to give it to the constabulary. And then the baby's brother goes, that wasn't really my brother, was it, mother? She goes, no, that wasn't your brother. I'm like, what?
Wow.
I was like, holy shit, this is heavy. And there's a whole sequence where, like, in this one character I hate, it's Annabella Rossfield. Like, that's not even her name anymore because she's married to the emperor of one of the other places, the Holy Empire. She's married to him. She runs the Rossfield area. She runs the duchy, what the Duke was, where the Duke was, and she has a whole group of soldiers that they do cullings.
Callings?
Cullings, Cullings, as in genocide. They're lynching Branded and crucifying them. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is heavy as hell. And they show it too. And it's like a group that you saved early on. I'm like, oh, damn, that sucks. Like, there was
That's like
one.
watching little Timmy die.
It was brutal. It's so brutal. I'm like, yeah, I think we can all sit this one out. Let's let them have this. So I'm like, yeah, that was a good judgment call, Square Enix. Coming next, an NFT of a lynched Branded.
You think Logan Paul did bad? Wait until you see this.
Oh no! Now I gotta make a meme out of that.
It's the lynching and Logan Paul with his like Yoda hat or whatever.
Yeah, with his little green man little green man hat from Toy Story. Oh my god, that's so
And you
fucking
just have a
dark,
bubble that says, "Guys, I think I did something wrong."
guys. Oh my god, we're at a culling in Rosaria.
Let's film it.
Dude, this is nuts. Just one person tied up like this. Oh my god, that's fucking horrible. Oh god, that's so wrong.
Well, Lee Chris probably ruined his WWE career by that.
Oof. You know, one of them is gonna definitely light that. They're gonna
Oh yeah.
they're gonna pipe bomb him with that. Watch it be LA Knight after that last promo.
Yeah.
No, he watch him tie him up during the Money in the Bank thing. Don't they feel familiar? That's fucking horrible. All right, let's get out of this. But yeah, it got so dark at moments. I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is some Game of Thrones shit. All right, let's get to. All right, so we also had the Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
I actually watched it. I actually liked it. Fable looks good, and I was like, oh my god, that was literally in-game footage.
Mm.
And I was like, holy shit, that's very well done. Like it looked great. There were some other ones. I was like, oh, cool. Obsidian got another game coming out. Avowed, we looked at that. We weren't impressed by it then. I was impressed this time around because I was like, oh, cool. Something tied me over before Outer Worlds comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looked cool. Like it looks very well done. I think they still got some more time. That's why a lot of those ones are coming out in 2024 as well. Here, I'm gonna pull up the list because I was like, oh yeah, I'm in this for the long haul. Let me pull that up because I was pretty impressed by a lot of them. The main ones, and I for real, I ended up buying like a battery charger with rechargeable batteries for my Xbox One controller. I'm like, yeah, I need these. We got Clockwork Revolution. That's another. I think they're gonna start calling it like the BioShock thing. It looked cool. It looked like a Clockwork version of BioShock.
I
South
thought
of
it was
Mid.
going to be a game of Clockwork Orange.
Oh, how fucking crazy would that be? South of Midnight. That looked cool. Nice little art direction. I'm looking forward to Phantom Liberty. That looks this new look at it. I was just like, oh, cool. And with Phantom Liberty, as well as an update, they redid everything. Your character
Remastered or redid?
they redid the whole level up system and the equipment system. You can get cyberpsychosis now in Cyberpunk 2077. I was like, oh shit, what I just said they should do in the sequel. Oh god, I can't I'm almost on the dot when it comes to some of this shit. Starfield, yeah, I'm still looking forward to it. It looks good. It looks good. Um the ship customization is gonna be nuts. And someone already said, like, oh, it's so sad with the ship customization. All this stuff you can do only for the players to just make flying dicks.
And you can't do a barrel roll.
They also brought one of the characters in from Oblivion, from Elder Scrolls Oblivion, the fan. They brought him in. He literally, they showed the scene. He's running like, by Terra, by Terra, by Terra. It's really you. I'm like, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna have to swing on this guy. The ones that, oh yeah, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. We didn't get to see much of that. It was a funny ass trailer though. Mortal Kombat 1, of course, we know it looks great. That looks
So gruesome.
It's so brutal. I love the cameo stuff though. That looks great for it. The cameo combat stuff.
It's gonna be annoying though.
It is. End up getting a cameo fatality. Like, oh fuck you. Be so pissed about that. They showed a little more Pragmata, but that ain't coming out till like 2025. They said.
Yeah. If they release it on that year.
Yeah. The two games that actually impressed me the most, but even with Starfield and Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Star Wars Outlaws and Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Those
The
were
Star Wars one looks good. I don't know about the Avatar one.
yeah, the Avatar one, that's first person. And the thing that I caught from it, because these are kids, these are Navi kids that are kidnapped by the humans, and they're educating them in human ways. And I was just like, oh my god, it's literally the natives when the missions were taking them. I literally thought that. I'm like, oh no, that's fucked up. Like I was like, wow, they really are mirroring shit. That's crazy.
Kids don't want to learn history in school, so now we got to put in video games.
Yeah. And that's one thing that I caught from it. I'm like, wow. It's still, I think it needs a little polishing, but like I'm not Ubisoft is gonna definitely get money from me day one. I'm not pre-ordering these. Like I'll get a day one, like because I know for a fact they'll be like, oh, we got a day one patch. Like, yeah, no shit. Knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, those were the ones like that were very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already looking into like getting the Starfield headset and the controller. I was just like, yeah, I'm like fully invested in Starfield.
Of course you are.
Yep, yep, and it's on the freaking thing. I will be hidden away playing both of those games in September.
I call you like, what are you doing? Play Starfield.
I'm like, yeah, I'm on Starfield right now. I just found another Goldilocks planet.
Go outside.
That's probably the only thing I'm gonna be doing. Like Starfield, walk dogs, go back inside.
Not even go to the bathroom or eat or drink.
Oh, that's not a real gamer move.
I got big balls.
It's gonna be that video. Like, go to the bathroom, you're shitting yourself.
Disgusting.
I'm still dealing with hay fever. Not as bad though. Oh my god, last week was fucking nuts with that. I was just like, I couldn't even breathe. I was choking on shit.
Oh, I thought hay fever is when you just scream hey all the time. Hey! Hey!
Hey, that's. But yeah, so it looked good. Oh yeah, we got more Final Fantasy remakes supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 9 and 10. Why 10 though? Like I can see 9, but 10? Why not 8? Like 8 deserves it more than 10. At least 10 has has voices.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. And they and actual Square Enix employees want a remake of Final Fantasy 6. I'm like, okay, I get to face this psychotic clown, Kefka. Like that's great.
It's probably more psychotic.
Oh yeah. That man destroys the whole world. I was just going, what? It was
because he was bored.
yeah, that's basically it. He goes, I'm just doing it because I can. I'm going, okay, there's Heath Ledger's motive. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're on to music news. Of course, it was a sad day in Minnesota because I found this out when I was out there. Craig Jones, aka Craig 133, is out of Slipknot. We got a new guy. Do we even have his name yet?
I think it's like Chris something.
He has a cool mask. Then you see it in action. It's a goofy ass mask. Like they had a great picture where he's just like looking all evil and shit. I'm going, oh, that's a nice mask. You see it in action. I'm going, oh, fuck you.
Wow, so looking ass.
Yeah. Clown was missing the tour, but people were starting to complain about this, like them losing Craig and Clown being out of the tour. But like Clown actually has a reason. He's taking care of his wife. He showed up for like 2 days at one of the tours. And I was like, yeah, he heard y'all talking shit. That's why he showed up.
He was about to kick some ass.
Yeah. He goes, okay, I'll make these two, I'll make them matter. But yeah, that was one thing I saw, like a lot of people going, oh, Slipknot ain't Slipknot anymore without the thing. I'm going, they said this when We Are Not Your Kind came out, that they're all replaceable.
Mm-hmm.
Did you forget this? Like,
Dumbass.
one of these days, it will be Griffin Taylor as the lead singer of Slipknot.
Right?
It won't be Corey, it'll be Griffin.
Yeah.
Then he'll be like, oh, they sound like old Slipknot now.
That's when you smack him across the head and be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Like, what's the point of getting mad? Like, we already know that this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad Craig left. I think Craig just got tired of touring, though. He's probably like, yeah, I'm done. That's exactly how he probably said it too. That was the funniest thing from Corey Taylor's Q&As way back in the day when they asked him about Craig. He goes, he barely talks, and when he does, it's a shock to everyone. And they actually did the thing where he's talking to Craig like, oh, that was a great tour. What the fuck? I thought you were mute. Well, let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of music that came out and stuff that ain't on there. We're going to start with Bad Omens, Just Pretend. Kind of knew they were going to do a video for this song because it's such a hit everywhere on TikTok, YouTube, Octane, everywhere. It was good. It was sad.
Yeah.
You would have thought Starset did this song the way it was set up. I'm like, yeah, this is sad.
It probably gave him the idea.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if Noah was inspired by one of these music videos from Starset,
right?
To do the story for that. But it's also kind of like Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, except he's not wiping out the memories of his wife or whatever. He's actually like trying to relive it and ends up fucking it up somehow.
Yeah, like in Total Recall.
Yeah. And you find out he's still in there, just like on a loop. That was so sad. Great song. The video is so freaking sad. And we got, Skinned has blessed us with a new video. Edmund Kemper. I hope he heard that song and went, oh yeah.
I did. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I hope Edmund Kemper heard this song. Like, oh, they made a song about me. Yeah, that's about how it went. That's literally my psyche. She hit it right on the head. That's probably how he said it too. It's good. It was very well done. The song is great. I got it on my iPod. It's in my playlist on a cycle. Of course, Edmund Kemper. He killed like 10 women. Brutally.
Somewhere around there.
Killed his own mother. I think she was the first victim too.
I believe so.
I want to say he cut her head off or shotgunned her. I'm not sure.
I believe it was shotgun, and I believe like the second or third victim was cut off by head.
Yeah, I know he killed one in his basement. That's part of the song. The way the video is creepy. The song is great though.
I like how we're just talking like this is a normal thing.
we're just so desensitized. We're like, yeah, she made a new song. Yeah, we know about this killer right here. Yeah,
I swear to God, if we're going to be one of those people that sees someone like jump off a building and we're just like, I give it a 2.5.
Dude, I was already thinking like when they had that shootout in Six Flags, everyone running from the Superman would just be like, "Oh, the line's clear." Like, don't you realize there's an active shooter? Like, they're out there, we're in here.
Yeah. And when they get here, we're gonna be up there.
Yeah. You think they're gonna be shooting up there? No. Oh God. But yeah, it was a very good song. I said already, it's a banger. Damn, my fucking hay fever's trying to come back. But yeah, it's honestly 10 out of 10 for that one. Just Pretend, 9 out of 10. It's ain't trying to give it all the accolades now. The song's getting overplayed, I do believe. Like I love the fact that Bad Omens is finally getting like some recognition other than uh Dethroned, even though that's a great song too. But yeah, Just Pretend, that video 9 out of 10. Edmund Kemper 10 out of 10. 30 Seconds to Mars single dropped. I think it's called Wonderful Life or something like that. Let me see. I listened to it. I'll tell you what I think about it in a minute.
I prefer the new song of Bring Me Horizon, how it looked like a
Yes.
cult.
Yes. Oh my god. And it's the way they did it, analog horror style. It's called Life is Beautiful. I'll tell you what I think of that song, and I know for a fact you're gonna love this. Not to knock it, it's gonna be one of those songs you hear in a club, but I just couldn't vibe with 30 Seconds to Mars with that one. Stuck, I can vibe with. This one, I feel like this album, just from that, it's gonna be good song, shitty song, good song, good song, shitty song, good song. That's how it's gonna be.
You're forgetting about a slow song.
Yeah, slow song. Gonna do that. But 30 Seconds to Mars has basically stopped being scene or emo when This Is War came out. So that's one thing. Like that evolution, I don't mind it. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Like not to be a meanie about it. Meanie. But yeah, so that okay, Bring Me the Horizon. Amen. Dude. Like it was in my playlist because I've been taking my phone into the gym instead of my iPod because my iPod needs a new battery. I still ain't got it fixed. But holy shit. Talk about a smack to the
Dude,
face.
it sound exactly like their old albums.
Yeah, I was like the reason why I say a smack to the face, like I was just like, okay, it's gonna start out and just boom. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
you went like
I was
calm
like,
and
oh,
bah!
just like, oh, walk up to the door. Oh, what the fuck is going on? Just flooded with all this. And it's so well done. Lil Uzi Vert was perfect for what they had him in. Yeah, they literally use like his like NFT avatar, or whatever, as the main bad guy who's just want to be left alone. That's literally all that he's rapping about. It was holy shit. Amen by Bring Me the Horizon was fucking great. I know for a fact like there's analog horror to it. I know for a fact Ollie was probably inspired by like Wicker Man and
Many cults.
Midsommar. Yeah, a lot of cult movies. Yeah, it's well done. It really just takes over your senses. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I like the song, but what the fuck's going on? Why is there a symbol in the toast?
You just better be glad I didn't send you that at 3 a.m.
I've been like, oh shit.
Yep, Eric's a cultist.
I was like this, like, oh, cool. This is the second song, the second song that's like about a cult. There's this in Mantra. It was so crazy. It's wild though. I recommend that one for real. That's a 10 out of 10.
Honestly, I think he
That is
was in a cult back when he was younger and he got out of it. I think that's why he's doing like
yeah. He's
these
just
culty songs.
yeah. I think that's another reason too. Like we gotta look that up. Maybe Oliver was. Got to get in touch with an agent of his. Be like, hey, yeah, can we get him on so we can ask about this cult shit?
You just got to know.
Yeah, this is a second song. But now for the moment of truth. Now we've been talking about oomph on and off, not ad nauseum, of course, but they talked about their tour, new album coming out. We were like, who the fuck's the new singer? And we have our answer. I'm pulling up the picture now. But this guy, and he looks almost like their last lead singer, just longer hair. I'm going to Instagram with this one.
The gram of the Insta.
Yeah, the gram of the Insta. This is their new lead singer. Hit that share
It's
button.
Pee Wee Herman.
uh, uh, this is their new lead singer, Der
Yeah, he
Schultz.
looks like the original singer for
It, he looks like
like a
Daryl, yeah.
twin.
And let me see if I can scroll. I don't think I can. No, I can't scroll. But basically they were going through a lot of guys to replace
Mhm.
Daryl. And they're like Der Schultz was their first choice, but they went through all these guys, but then they finally landed on him because he has the same sound as what they had for their what their old sound was. And that was the part where I'm like, which old sound? I'm like, are we talking Unrein? Are we talking Ego? Are we talking Plastic? We talking Vorheit Oderflicht? Truth or Dare? Are we talking Glauber Toad? Or
Are we
which old
talking
sound?
Doofenhausen?
Are we talking Labyrinth? Which one are you talking about? But yeah, so he's their new lead singer. Their new album is called und Henker, which I already did the translation. It's Judge and Executioner.
Oh, okay.
And the new single drops, wow, in I think what 5 days? No, 6 days. July 11th. No, yeah, July 11th.
Mm.
6 days up my goofy ass. No, it drops July 11th.
It would have been perfect if he dropped it on July 4th.
How funny would that be? Let's see if I can find the actual. This is there from Napalm. Yeah, July 11th, 2023. What is the name of the song? I don't think they got it.
Judgment.
How funny would that be?
I'm just saying.
But here's the. They already got the. Napalm is so slick with this. This is how the album will look, and the merch.
It's a maiden ghost? A goat? Not
It's a.
ghost.
It's a goat. It's a goat lady, and there's uh a guillotine there with a basket to catch the head. First lady, first comic Baphomet.
I'm just thinking of the meme of the guy like pointing his hands up and the butterfly is like, is this furry?
Is this a furry? But yeah, that's a great. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be amazing. This is a moment. July 11th is like the moment of truth for me, at least, because I'm like, okay, let's see what this guy can bring to the thing. Because sometimes bands, when they replace their lead singers, they end up being shitty. 3 Days Grace comes to mind. But then you got bands that'll like change the singer and it like enhances it. Mushroom Head, of course, comes to mind. But yeah, so I can't wait to see what they do here. Oh yeah, Drowning Pool also comes to mind when it comes to shitty, but they had an actual reason.
And they're actually doing good now.
Yeah, like they had an actual reason. Their first lead singer died of a heart
Yeah.
attack in the tour bus.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I can't wait for that. Oh, there's some more stuff with Till Lindemann happening. They're investigating now the whole sexual assault claim. I'm hoping that he's innocent, but if not, hopefully this woman gets some vindication out of it. She can heal then, and Till can get some help. Because Till's a great artist, but man, that tells you like that the whole groupie culture thing, it's done.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, but that's a wrap. Like
Yeah.
you don't see any of these guys really pull chicks like that. Like
Yeah, only the younger guys because they could get away with that kind of shit.
yeah, most of these guys like they end up like finding they find that one chick that's not even in the crowd. They just meet them like when they're going to get lunch on tour, and then they end up being like husband and wife afterward.
And then the rape calling comes in and
Yeah, he did this to me, and he's like, I'm married. No.
like honestly, if I had all that money and all that, I would just be like, bitch, if you want just money, just say so. I would have just gave you money.
Yeah. How much do you want? Do it like Casino. Tell me you didn't get the money. Tell me you didn't get the heat on. Tell me you spent it.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
I got Tasha to watch that too. And she was like this, what the hell do you have me watching?
Another good one is Kingpin.
Oh, I gotta see Kingpin still. I was too young for that one. I watched Birdcage a few years back for the first time. Like that's one of my favorite movies now.
Hmm.
I love that line though at the beginning. Don't talk to me that way. You know what way? The way that you say I'm smart because I'm a man and I'm dumb because you're a woman. You're not a woman. Oh, you bastard.
Trust me, nobody can ever outdo Blazing Saddles.
No, no. I think that is it. I think we're done. I think we
Oh.
covered everything. Um, I got stuff to do. I got to catch up on Ghost Marshals. I did something slick with these last two episodes. One was called the Rise of the Fall of Cosgrove and the Rise of Krieger, and it fit perfectly. Like I basically expanded that whole prison continent thing pretty well.
Mm. Now, here's a question. Are you gonna like for the third book, if you're gonna make a third book, okay? Are you gonna make a character like Rocket or Groot?
No, 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 no.
Oh.
Uh, that's already it's already in the works. It's called Ascendancy,
Hmm.
and yeah, no, it's all the concurring characters. Your character, the Ghost Marshals, the Viper Squad. There's the new group coming out called the Reborn. They're the main enemies in that one. Uh, I
I'm
already
just saying, my character should have like a mini Velociraptor or something, as a pet.
oh god, that'd be funny as hell. Watch, I'm gonna put a Velociraptor plushie in there. Make your character schizophrenic, like, oh yeah, it's alive, don't you know?
Funny thing is, I had a Velociraptor plushie from Jurassic Park.
Like, what was it? One of the ones from when they were like where you want them at Six Flags?
No, like it had like a plastic rubber head with the
Oh,
claws, and it was like I don't know what kind of it was like velvet or some
yeah,
sort of smooth kind of thing.
yeah. We had I think well both Keisha and Tasha. We went to Six Flags one year. They won these big ass Velociraptor plushies, and they look just like the concept art. Like they I think what 3D scanned it and printed it
Mhm.
out in cloth and made these giant ass plushies out of them. We had two of them. I wanted both of them. They're like, nope, they're mine. I'm like, oh damn it.
Well, here's the thing. Now you're an adult; you could buy it.
If I could find it, that I feel like
Yeah.
that was I feel like that was like a bootleg thing
No, you can find one. You just need to look
because
hard.
I had the Brachiosaurus one. It was very cool, but yeah, that was one thing. Ascendancy, that's going to be the third one, and that one because that one's going to be more close, like more closed in, because this one they're jumping from world to world in number two.
So number 3 is gonna be sort of like isolation for a
Yeah,
little bit, then like back to
yeah. Four is going to be a little more isolated too. That one's going to be set in Florida though.
oh god, Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
Why Florida?
That one's actually going to be a good one. That's going to be the end of that cycle too.
It would have been better if it was in the Smoky Mountains.
Oh, but I got sea creatures coming. That's why.
Ah.
But yeah, that's gonna be coming down the pike. I gotta finish this one though. This adaptation of book one. Then I'm gonna actually try to republish that, so that way, like even if like the whole Kindle Vella thing don't pan out, at least it's like redone and it can just be
Mhm.
out there. Like if no one wants to pay tokens for it, $20 a pop for a book.
And hell, if it does better, you can make a comic series out of them as well.
I would love to. I actually was thinking about that. I didn't see him at C2E though. Henri Caston, who did Marx and Yi Sun Shin.
Mm-hmm.
He has a great artistic style that I think would fit Ghost Marshals.
Mm.
Like that graphic novel, and we were gonna talk about it too because I finished it. He did a great job about the whole thing is about his grandfather, like his life throughout, like I think was it like pre-World War II and then like post-World War II Russia, where basically like he was not hunted, but like they really looked down on him a lot, and how he got to America. It was very
Mm.
well done. He did a great job. And that's literally how I found out what dedushka means. It just means grandpa. So I was just like, okay, that makes things better for Equalizer when I watch it because they're basically on, what do you want, grandpa? That's what the dude's saying to him in one scene. called him grandpa. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing some other stuff with Ghost Marshals,
Mm.
and it's looking good so far. Like this new episode I've been working on, it's the training part,
Oh
which was
shit!
which was fun. But I told Tasha, I said I gotta do a group therapy episode.
I just have a beer in one hand and my Velociraptor's stuffed animal in the other. Just like,
Oh, I'm gonna write
you
that
guys.
down. I'm gonna write that in book too. Just have it post siege. Just you just sleep with a beer and a fucking after watching. Have you like sleep talk like fuck this shit?
I'll slap you, bitch.
Just have that. Just have mutter there.
And then I start like paddling like a dog.
Geneva suggestion, motherfucker. Like I think that would be great because I'm damn near done with book 2 also, so like that'll be, I don't know how, I think I'll probably do another Kindle Vella thing for that for book 2, like as like a season 2 kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll probably like December I start that.
Mm.
Let me put that right there just in case. Yeah, we've just been talking about Tenebris after talking music stuff. Check it out. Each thing is first 3 episodes are free, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, it's like cost tokens, so you can get your free tokens through Amazon or buy tokens. That helps me out a lot. And yeah, it's a great read from what I've heard. Like that was one cool thing about it when I first wrote Hell Shadow. Like Dave Drawl, who you met,
Mm-hmm.
he had bought a copy, and he's like, "This is the greatest fucking book I ever read." I'm like, "Thanks. I thought it was shit, but thanks."
Well, every artist doesn't like their own art, so
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, I think I could have did better. But this, I was just like, I did pretty good. Like I already know what everything's gonna do, and like I've been writing down every plot synopsis for each book. Like it's gonna get grim in the second cycle of books for
Yeah,
character development.
you just gotta remember to have fun making these stories, even
Oh
though they're
yeah,
gonna be grim and all that. Just have fun with it.
oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna spoil it right now. One of the characters, their mother gets killed in the second cycle.
So the Peter Parker thing.
Um, he's on a mission though when he finds out. Like he don't even know. Like he
Mm,
goes to her house
so,
and there's Mars lights, all that shit going.
so the Superman route.
I say more so like the Punisher route, not Punisher. What's another the Nightwing route? But I'm not
Mm,
fridging the character. Like there's actually story to it. There's a reason behind it.
okay.
Like that was one thing. Like whenever I see someone say, "Oh, fridging a character," I'm like, yeah, there's a reason behind like certain deaths and all that. Sometimes just throw the character off kilter, and well, I'll put it this way: Kevin Fisher goes through a lot of character development in in the second phase of books. Oh, it's gonna be so sad. He's gonna turn into Optimus Prime in Transformers: Dark of the Moon by the end of it. Just
Well,
killing everyone.
when you sell the book, just sell mini like packs of tissue.
Kleenex. Kleenex. And it comes with a little sorry. I'm sorry for all this pain. Oh
There
yeah,
or like a little bottle of like whiskey or something.
yeah. Make sure I have my liquor license. All right, I think we should end the show again. Well, this one I forgot to record, so this episode will be only on YouTube. I will make sure to link it on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, so this one, but you can listen to the other 4 episodes on. Let me see. Amazon, not Amazon. Wow. Spotify for podcasts. You can listen to the first 4 episodes of this season. This was a mulligan on my part. I do apologize. But hey, helps with the QR codes.
Yeah.
And of course, you can also help the channel through Spotify through podcasters. This would have been available on everything else, but you can listen to everything on iTunes as well, everywhere. But this one, just YouTube. And of course, I think one of our Twitch followers. Thank you for watching.
Yes. Thank you.
And this has been the S-TierCast, episode 4, the YouTube episode.
My name's Jeff.
We'll see you whenever. Things are sporadic right now. We're gonna figure things out. Don't worry. I think, but for lack of better reason, it's still gonna be like I think Fridays about this time 7:30. I keep saying
It all
7.
matters like on my scheduling.
Yeah. If not, I'll probably do it myself, or I'll just do the recordings.
Yeah, but then I feel bad because it's supposed to be a team thing, and I'm not here as a team member because I'm working a fucking stupid job.
Hey, you can get a microphone now.
Shit, I could get that house in Indiana now.
I think Seneca's gonna be coming down once Tasha goes, though. Tasha was supposed to be here. Like she had to go. I think she had to go smoke. She still got that pain in her abdomen. And John Elisa, she's like a tick. She just follows. She gonna hear me be like, "Hey, fuck you." But I'll probably have her. Like I'm probably gonna be having John Elisa on like an audio thing. She's so shy, but I'm like, you got to get out of that. You want to be on TikTok and YouTube and all that. You got to
start somewhere, kid, if you want to be that famous.
Yeah, you got to get out of it.
Look at me. I never liked being on camera, and look at me now.
Same.
Acting like a dumbass in front of people.
Yeah, we've been doing good for what we're doing.
Yep.
Would love to get like 10 viewers at least. I'll let people know though we've been getting some views, not a lot, but at least double digits here and there. But again, all of last season is also on YouTube, so if you ain't heard anything else, check that out. Even though it's past news and this just us goofing about, talking about Chucky and whatnot. And we got Chucky season 3 coming. Thank God.
Yes.
But so that's it for this episode. We'll see you all soon. There might be a special episode tomorrow. I don't know. We'll find out. Bye-bye.
My name's Jeff.